What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. It is time for another episode of They Are Billions. So we've got our zombie kill team down here doing their thing, doing exactly what their designation requires. Killing zombies all day long. Probably a decent idea to get my army back up to ship shape, but frankly, I'm waiting to see what kind of cash I can rake in. I don't want to go too ham-fisted. We're done with the bank, so that's probably the next thing I want to focus on. A market is good, don't get me wrong. If you put a market next to... So let's say that we put a market right here, or we drop a market right there. All of the houses inside that market's radius will actually cost less food as well. And so it's not the worst, most unheard of idea. Not the worst, most unheard of idea. We can drop one right there, and so that'll make us get a big old food surplus, which is cool. Saves me a bunch of time for later so that I can convert that into workers, build some more houses whenever I get some more real estate down here. We are going to be focusing pretty heavily, though, on hacking our way through this horde down here. I just don't feel like dealing with them no more. I want them all to go down, so if you guys can get some kills off right here, do a great job. Just keep on whittling your way through. Every zombie we kill here is one less zombie we got to kill at the end. And so what you're watching right here, this is the banging, booming guns of progress. That's what that is right there. That's what that is. We've got a bunch of... We don't actually have a ton of resources. Market's going in right there. We should get a bunch of food back, I think. I'm pretty sure we should get a bunch of food back for that. If I can get this area cleared, this is going to be clutch, man. This is... Oh, shit. Shoot that one. Yeah, that's not good. So those are acid spitters. Acid spitters are super fun because they AoE kill off all your guys. Don't worry about sitting in the spit. That shouldn't matter too much. But we are going to have to replace those units. So that's going to get a little expensive, but no choice. No choice. Going to have to replace those units. Let's go ahead and get them all whacked out. That is the problem, is as you get more aggressive and you push further into zombie territory, you are going to start getting hit with special infected, and you are going to start taking attrition, because they're going to start spitting at you, they're going to start throwing shit at you, they're going to start doing all manner of rowdy-ish that you don't feel like dealing with. And trust me, you don't feel like dealing with it. You don't feel like dealing with it. We wanted to get a bank in next, so we're going to need a little bit more stone. Alternatively, the next thing we can do is we can throw in another quarry right there just to make sure we got lots of iron and lots of stone coming in, because we're going to have to sacrifice some in order to get the power supply, in order to make the... Ooh, they are actually... And there's another one. Shoot that one, please. Yup. And this is how it all falls apart right here. Spitter zombies, man. Spitter zombies. So uncouth. What kind of zombie spits at a man? What kind of man spits at another man? You know what I mean? That's a hefty insult right there. That's a hefty insult. We got to write out, if for nothing else other than just making a point. They've been sitting here for a minute. There must be a big-ass grouping down in here. Go ahead and take care of that. Yeah, I was going to say, we're probably going to lose a couple more soldiers right there, too, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll make a couple more. And if these guys all end up getting wrecked down here, we'll just spend a whole bunch of time... go ahead and fall back for a minute. Go ahead and fall back. Let these guys trickle off. Kill that one, too. Those things are actually... They're kind of like witches in Left 4 Dead. They're pretty nasty. They're pretty nasty. They can be a bit hectic. They can be a bit problematic. Take this last scout and go look around over here. Make sure that we've gotten everything. Okay, a couple more zombies down there. Another little mob down there. But mostly, by and large, we should be able to expand out and into here without too many problems. What have I not researched? I don't have snipers researched yet. You probably want snipers. They're pretty good. I think that snipers are a solid enough class. And I think they hold it down pretty well. We're going to want the power plant next, and then we're going to want the foundry. So let's get the power plant going. And then, while we're up in here... Let's just kind of bang out a few more houses, shall we? That's going to tap out our power supply. So that's going to be another thing to watch out for. We are going to be able, pretty soon, to upgrade all of these mills right here. All of these little guys. Looks like we have 12 of them. Once you've got, you know, a decent amount of them built, you can actually roll out later on, too. And you can make those quite a bit more valuable. You can make those quite a bit more valuable, so something to consider. Let's get another house upgraded over here. And I kind of just want to keep us all nice and safe. Push forward ever so slightly. Don't overdo it, but, you know, Kill zombies. Kill zombies. I mean, if you're killing just a trickle, even that's fine, because after an hour or two of gameplay, that'll come out to hundreds of zombies you don't have to deal with at the end, which might be one discharge of one of your shockers, you know, like, it is what it is. Like, you gotta be careful about this stuff. In the meantime, in between time, let's look for spaces where we can capitalize on our power supply, shall we? Let's look for places where the power supply fits nicely, snugly, like a bug in a rug, like my mom used to say. I don't know if I want to save that for a house or what I want to do right there. We also have another mill right there that apparently I just ignored entirely. I don't know. Apparently I just ignored that one. I probably shouldn't have. Let's keep soldiers being produced as well. That is going to hurt our bottom line, but I want to make sure we have a nice little Zerg mob of soldiers we can use to fight the enemy pretty soon. We're just eating too many special infected down here. If we get one more spitter, I don't think we're going to pull through it. One more spitter is all it's going to take to really, really, really mess up a Saturday afternoon. So maybe don't get hit by one of those. Maybe don't get hit by one of those. But we have managed to push them back pretty far. So we should be able to... God, I don't even know. I mean, we've cleared this entire area of the map. And so we've got some of it cleared. Not a lot, mind you, but some of it. Not a lot, but some of it. Pull these guys back to the wall for right now and let them heal inside the shining light of the Tesla Tower. And once they get to feeling a little bit better, I'm going to feel a tad safer. As far as banks go, I need 20 energy for a bank. Obviously, you can bank on that. I can throw that in right there, and it doesn't even matter because ain't nothing else going in. I may get a different soldier center. I may bulldoze that to put a bank in right there. And then I would love to put in a bank over here somewhere. I mean, I could fit one in right there pretty easily. But that only hits these houses. I want it to hit all the houses. I want the houses to be taken care of, you know what I mean? You gotta look for those openings where you can find them. We've also got the opportunity to do a few more fishing huts down here. And if we can make those profitable, like a 15 right there, not bad. Let's do it. And then we'll go with, I mean, whatever else I can do over here. We'll get another mill going. Is that 3 mills we have being built right now? Good. That should keep our power supply on the rise so that I can very aggressively start cleaning up some of these houses and making them more profitable. For right now, it's going to be a little bit expensive. We got to wait for the cash to tick on up. But there we go. This should drive our profits up into the stratosphere. Should make that very, very good for us. And now that we're done with... I need another mill over here. You guys go down and meet up with the main expedition force. We got more soldiers being produced over there as soon as those are all nice and done. I would like another quarry right here so I can get all that stone. And once we've got all that stone, we are going to be in a good place. In a very, very good place. I'll start putting in like 1 tower back here on each of these. That'll allow us to put 4 snipers on each wall. That is something you really want to do so that you can actually micromanage them and snipe the special infected as they attempt to attack you. And we also want to think about zappies. If we can get some zappies up and running, that'd be great. We got 78 power right now that that's all done. Hell yeah. Keep that money coming. Keep that money coming. That's all that I care about right now. And then we'll get a nice little 4-stone advance right there. That 4-stone advance doesn't seem like a big deal, but it costs you 5 stone and 5 wood per tick in order to run a power plant. And we want to have a power plant up and running pretty soon because that'll give us about 200 power, which will alleviate us of our power problems for a while. We won't have to worry about it. We are selling our excess iron right now, which is great. That's bringing our cost effectiveness up by quite a lot. If you watch over here, this will go up to 906 once we're maxed out on wood, or at least it should. It'll jump up to like 906. There it goes right there, 971. Or that's all those houses rolling over, one or the other. Go ahead and get as many of these houses converted as I can. And then we want to have a bank. So I'm going to wait for my stone to stack up for a little while. And we'll go ahead and mash out a bank real quick. But we are making really good money right now. We're making really, really good money. While we wait for the stone to stack on up, let's go ahead and research the foundry. We should be able to get the money back on that, no problemo. Shouldn't be a huge issue. And then on top of that, I'm going to continue banging out soldiers. as much as possible so that I can have a big old troop stack out here and go and fight with the zombies down in this area. Because as I told you, we want to stay dedicated to the task. We want to be on it. We want to kill zombies about as rapidly as possible. If we can wipe out lots and lots of stacks of zombies down here, makes our lives easier in the interim. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a rush on that side, but the ballista should be able to handle it. That's another reason why I would highly recommend that you build defenses along every wall, just so you can take your soldiers outside the city and use them to clear zombies. Because we really, by the next little bit, we want to have at least half the map cleared. Half the map cleared, I think, is a pretty enviable goal to shoot for. I think that's a good spot to be at. We have the stuff we need right now to build a bank. And wherever I can get a bank in sounds good to me. A bank right there will get us a little bit of extra money from them. A bank over here, while slightly cramped, would get us even more. And if I can fit it right there, that's not terrible. There we go. Bank's going in. We'll work on slapping in another bank over here somewhere pretty soon. That should bring our money up to over 1,000 per tick. And you guys just keep on shooting and clearing. I think we've actually done a pretty good job with this mob down here. Like, I think we've cleared it out pretty good. Scoot forward. Keep the damage going out. Keep them coming at you, Chief.
Come on.
And it looks like, yeah, we actually killed the horde down here. We killed the entire horde. Not bad at all. Not bad. That should make expansion very, very easy after the next wave. Should make things pretty simple on us. If we can find the enemy cities and destroy those, that's also a secondary objective. That if you want to win, if you want to go to the end of the game, you don't really have to do it. If you want to win, though, you pretty much have to. Because those things are going to dump guts on you pretty quickly if they can help it. Is that bank up and running yet? That bank ain't up and running yet, huh? Got the tower over there. What else do I have going on? We got a sniper right there. Yeah, snipers are nice. I do like snipies. You know, another ballista wouldn't kill us over here. And anywhere that we don't have two, I would recommend we get on that. I'd say that's a pretty solid goal. As far as defenses go, we're probably going to want to run some spikes out here too. I'm going to leave the game running while I do that. We are going to expand out right here, so the spikes can be a little bit of overkill if you're planning on expanding. But it's just one more thing you got to tear down. It's just one more thing you got to tear down. Doing pretty solid right now. In lieu of special infected, we should be alright. Special infected are what's going to get us into the most trouble, which is why I'm actually babysitting them so much. I'm babysitting like hell because you definitely need to micro if there's going to be acid flying all over the place and causing you issues. This is one of the reasons why rangers are not good for clearing the map. Don't clear your map with rangers. It's a bad plan. Don't do it. If you clear the map with rangers, they're going to get killed by spitters far too quickly. And it's just going to be, a long-term problem. We got a wave coming in because it only backs up our save right before a wave. And so it's probably a good idea once these guys finish up whatever stuff they're trying to accomplish down here. Let's pull them back to base for right now. Let's pull them back to base. Now, we've done a good job. We've cleared this area. We've cleared this area. I mean, we've killed a lot of Zeds today. And I think we've got a chance. I'm seeing a lot of indicators right now that are looking real, real good. As far as the power plant goes, let's get that all situated. I would put in a power plant right there. Looks fine to me. I don't really care where the power plant goes, in all honesty. It can go just about anywhere. So there's our power plant. Power plant's all taken care of. Drag them back to the wall and let's get ready for the defense because we don't know where the enemy's going to come from. And so in the interest of keeping everybody safe, I'll have one group of soldiers over here kind of on this side, one group of soldiers over here so they can reinforce where they need to, because when the game backs up the save like that, it means it's almost raid time. It is almost raid time, and that is going to be super not funsies for you. Super not funsies. We have lots of cash coming in now that the bank is in. I think this would be a very good time to continue upgrading stone houses. And as soon as that's done, I'm going to try and finish off all the rest of the stone houses off the power allotment that gives us. It is going to hurt our wood and it is going to hurt our stone, but frankly, we're not in the market to build too much more stuff. In all fairness, there's very, very minor things that need to be adjusted into for right now, but it should all be completely and totally manageable. It should all be pretty easy. It should all be pretty easy stuff to get done. Can't fit you right there. Yeah, I'll put you right there. A little extra power is good. We got a zombie horde coming in from the south. That's a rough one because we don't know if it's going to come over to here or if it's going to come over to here. And so what I like to do is I normally put my units about halfway in between both locations so that if I need to run them to a different alternate spot, we can do that without running into massive issues. We've got more houses just because we're under attack. Doesn't mean that we should not be upgrading. And then, of course, we want to go in on some more farms. So let me get a 40 food farm right there. Sounds good. 50 food farm right there. Sounds even better. A 40 food farm right there is all right. I'm going to need another pylon as well. So let's drop that right there. We'll probably try to offset some of the things we have going on with that. But we're in good shape right now. We're in good shape. I would recommend the acquisition of further soldiers, if possible. Oh, we ain't got no food. I forgot they take food. So my soldiers are kind of halfway here, halfway there. We got 2 hours until the horde arrives. All of our gates are very well defended, but this is going to be the phase in which we really want to put zappies on every single wall. By the next wave, we want to have lots and lots of zappies. I think they're going to go this way. I'm not totally sold on that yet, so I'm not going to shift them all the way. But I am going to shift them slightly, because based on that position, I think they're going to go to the right. I think they're going to go to the right. So watch that little icon down there. That's what you want to keep your eye on. As soon as those farms are up and ready to go, we should be good. We've also got room for a few more fishing lodges down here. So there's a nice little smooth 16 right there. And there's another one. And then if we really want to, we can basically just mash this whole thing out on food. Although I would wait on that. I would wait on that. We do have some things that we're going to be able, like the foundry, for example. That's a pretty good thing to get moving as of right now. The foundry is going to allow us access to some very, very powerful units. And we're going to want those. We're going to want those pretty badly. So I'll probably settle him on in... like right there looks good. And so there's our foundry. Foundry's looking really solid. City is growing. We've got... Europe look to me like they're going to the right. So let's get everybody situated down here by the gate. Look to me like they're going to the right, unless they cut real hard. We have spikes out here already. We do have the opportunity to build more, if you're worried about that. Spikes can be very, very nice for whittling down the enemy. But this next portion of the game is going to be a little stressful for us, because what we're going to be simultaneously doing is expanding to there, expanding to here, expanding to here, expanding to here. And on top of that, we're going to be looking at... well... it's going to be rough. Don't get me wrong. Oh, they're cutting the other way. Never mind. Okay, go back to this gate over here. They are cutting the other way. Everybody get over there and help out how you can. Yep, they can be deceitful like that. I've lost a lot of colonies by misjudging what gate they're going to until the last second, which is why I tend to keep them centered. This time I jumped a little eagerly because I'm looking for combat right now. I'm waiting for war at the moment, and so I'm okay with this. Get everybody on the walls over here. I'm actually kind of mushing up over here, and I don't like that very much. I don't like the fact that they're mushing. But they are attacking like an ancillary wall that doesn't even matter. So on the plus side, that's a good look. We've got a fairly well-developed military right now, so we don't have a whole lot to worry about along that front. If there's any research left that we haven't concluded, I would suggest we do that now. So get the sniper. That's more useful than the lookout tower, in my opinion. And this wave should not actually be that difficult. I think this wave's going to be perfectly fine. They might not even chew through one of the walls. I think we should be good. As long as we don't end up with any shitty McSpitties or whatever out here, which is why we're going to put in sniper towers on each wall. We should be alright. Looks good to me. It says the wave's not even here yet, but I think they got stuck on something. I don't know. I'm going to keep building while I wait. I see no reason to handicap myself fully by not continuing to build. Yep, let's get some of you guys retrofitted, and there it is. Looking pretty good. And as soon as the foundry's up, the first thing we want to research is we want to get upgraded mills. Blades traps are nice, but upgraded mills are better in my opinion. I'd like the upgraded mill just so I can make sure that we don't have any weird power distribution issues. Because this wave is taking forever, we're going to want to keep on building and just ignore it. It shouldn't be too big of a problem for us. Where is my upgraded mill? There it is, upgraded mill. Looks good to me. Upgraded mill is going to be super nice to have. It is going to cost us a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Another way that you can farm up cash is by disabling all of your turrets. If you double click on your turrets, you can disable all of your turrets. That will get you all of your money and all of your workers back so that you're ticking up like 3,000 gold a second. Or sorry, 3,000 gold every 10 or 15 seconds. That being said, however, be careful because it's easy to overspend and then not have the power grid or not have the money to reactivate all your defenses when it really matters. So, just a thing to think about. Just a thing to think about out there. But we are definitely going to need the mills because we need to upgrade as many of those as possible before we go any further. Yeah, they got broke up somehow. I'm not sure how they got broke up, but they definitely got broke up. And that actually saved us from a pretty nasty wave. The AI did something dumb, which is... The AI did something dumb. And the AI does not actually frequently do that much dumb stuff. So, that's going to save us some trouble right there. So that wave is over with. I want you guys to go out and start clearing. Go out and start clearing. Start killing. Start killing. We've still got building room left, so I see no reason to stretch our legs and expand further. We've still got a reasonable amount of area that we can still start throwing things out there. Get out here and start killing off all these zombie hordes. We'll cut down this way back to where we initially were down here. Hopefully on this run. Once again, we're doing this because at the end of the game, everything on the map rushes you. So, unless you want to get rushed by everything on the map at the same time, I would highly recommend you at least start sweeping the map and killing off 3/4 of it by day 70 or 80. You're going to want to have most of it taken care of. I mean, if you wanted to have a good thrust at what's going to happen out here. Now, we are building up some cash. We're researching mills. Stone remains one of our weakest resources. I would like to do better with stone. I can't build any more power plants until I have more stone. That being said, however, it's not that important for right now. It's not that important for right now. Definitely not that important for the moment.
Attention. Technology research finished.
Yep, you guys just keep on killing them. Let them trickle. Let them trickle.
Do you need me?
Now that we got the technology all finished, we want to keep this chained up. The engineering center is a good call. The executor is also a really good call. You can do this in whatever order you want. Oil's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that's going to be helpful because we're hurting for stone. I would lean towards... Well... Let me see how many of these I can upgrade with the cash I have on hand right now before we do anything else, because I want to make sure that our power supply is super bumping. I want to make sure our power supply is sexy beyond all belief before I start putting in shockies. Because the shockies, I think you guys are going to enjoy those. You need to see the shockies. The shockies blew my mind the first time I saw them. Not even lying to you. The first time I saw the shocking turret, I was like, there's no way it just killed that many zombies in one shot. It kills so many. It kills so many. It kills loads of them. Like, it puts zombies on the deck, my friend. It puts zombies on the deck. It is a nasty piece of equipment. There we go. That power grid's looking pretty sexy now. That power grid's looking pretty sexy.
Commander?
Go ahead and scooch a little bit. I just want to make sure we're wiping these out as they come. Let's keep the houses upgrading. I mean, I got no stone left, so that's fine. Does it take a stone to build the shocky? Takes 30 stone, so yeah, it takes quite a bit. It's going to take us a little bit of an allocation over there to utilize the shocky. I'll wait till the cash piles up a little bit further, and then we'll do another research. Because we're going to be waiting on stone anyways. So let it do its thing, and we'll kind of just keep an eye on it. Push down this way. This is the direction I want you to kill in, please. If I could get some more soldiers, that would be fantastic. Snipers are a temptation right now because what we can do is we can put in 1 stone tower alongside each one of these, and that 1 stone tower can have 4 snipers in it, and 4 snipers can do a lot more damage than you think they will do. They fire slowly, but they tend to prioritize the big units first, and so they tend to drop the enemy's special units before they can get to the walls, just in case the other stuff did not. And so they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're not bad at all. We've got 2,000 gold sitting here for right now. Let's go for the advanced quarry, please. Advanced quarry sounds fantastic. That's going to allow us to get our stone supply back up to ship shape. And then with the remaining cash that we have, produce me some soldiers, please. I just want soldiers. The more soldiers, the better. The next tick will allow us to max out our queue. So we've got enough of them to kind of stand around and do their thing. You guys move into this corner over here. Start the butchery. Turn this place into an abattoir if you can for me. Keep that ticking along. You shouldn't need more than 1 soldier center. I've seen people that run a couple. I think as long as you're proactive about generating cash for yourself, you should be alright just running what you have. You should be good. Just the 1, especially once you get a little further. Each one of these is going to raise the amount of cash we make by 40 bucks, so keep that in mind. And we are sitting on some pretty pleasant ducats right now. Some ducats that I don't much have any complaints about. We do have a city down here, so we will want to consider destroying that as soon as possible. And then what we'll want to do is we'll want to fall back to the city. Destroying this over here is going to be a major objective for us, and it's going to be something that's going to work out pretty well. We're going to need a bigger troop stack for it, though, but we are lucky in the sense that we can fall back to our origin point if we start to get overwhelmed and just have them bang themselves against the gates. It's not so bad. I'm going to keep an eye on them just in case. I don't know if I have enough soldiers to make this happen. You guys go to the front and make sure that we're continuing to kill and kill and kill and kill. These will run out of zombies eventually, so keep that in mind as well. Is my research done over here? My research is done. Let's get... We need oil for that, so let's get the oil platform next. These over here, so for the advanced quarries, I think we just need iron. And luckily enough for us, we happen to have a lot of that. So we're going to want to look for the ones that are the most profitable. So that one's pretty good for iron. That one's pretty good for stone. I'd probably also consider the gold mine up here just to keep the cash flowing in. Just in case. They're doing alright over here. We need to... Hey, you guys shoot him before he gets us into too much trouble. There you go. Kill the special infected. And then fall back to the wall, please. Fall back to the wall. You guys are taking a little bit of attrition for right now. And I don't like that. I want you guys back inside the regen zone. Also back where the ballistas can help out. So there you go. That'll save us a tiny bit of trouble. Let them regenerate for a minute. We'll go back out once we're nice and strong. And we've got a few more units. We've got the oil derrick going. So the oil derrick's deployed directly on top of these right here. So it's nice and easy to get them done. Repair the walls with whatever we got going on. Keep soldiers being pumped out for right now because our money is looking oh so fine at the moment. Looking oh so fine. And we still have lots more mills to upgrade. So as long as we can keep that cash on the rise, no complaints from Splatty. Give me a couple more soldiers down here. Push. I don't think they have much that they can hit us with for right now. And so just keep on clearing. Yep, wipe them out. Get it done. Every single one of these zombies is going to be hitting our wall at the end of the game, so we might as well get them now. We might as well get them now. If we don't, that would be a tremendous mistake on my part. All these houses are going to dump out at the end, too. And so you're going to be dealing with some pretty considerable problems if you don't handle it. Power is going to be a problem going forward. Takes iron and gold to get that done. Keep it moving. It's probably going to negatively affect our upkeep a little bit, but we are out of time for the day. This time flies when I play this game, I swear to God. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of They Are Billions. We're doing a pretty good job of being proactive in this playthrough. Doing a pretty good job of being proactive. And so hopefully this will be the one where we can at least get to the last day. We might not be able to get a win out of this one. I'm feeling like I'm slightly behind the curve. Not really far behind it. It still remains to be seen if we're going to pull this one out. But we're doing pretty well right now. And if we can kill off these buildings down here, That's just an even better situation. That's just golden.
Let's go.
That's just beautiful. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for stopping on in. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a like. It's the best way you can support the channel. And all it takes is like 30 seconds. Helps the channel gain visibility and makes it so that my career keeps on going. Thank you for your support. If you wanted to support me directly, you can do that through Patreon. If you want to come hang out with me directly, you can do that on Twitch TV/SplatterCatGaming. And other than that, I will see you all later, everybody. I will see you all later. Bye.